in sports tomorrow. It's the highest paid trade now. Sports is the highest paid trade now. Without education, you can earn millions. We have seen the celebrities. So let's drive Gambia to these sports that our future leaders benefit in sports. I think it's what we need.
Thank you very much. Well spoken. Pass the mic on to Pa. Pa, I don't need to introduce you.
Exactly, Modu S.
Exactly.
Thank you very much. Today is a very big day as far as Minister of Youth and Sport and historical moment as far as the Minister of Youth and Sport is concerned. I don't need to deliberate much because I was in the TV 2 days before this program. I mean, first of all, I have to say a very big thanks for creating an environment which definitely we are sitting down, listening to us, enjoying the pace and the moment that is going on. Without having a very good leader, I think nothing will come up. So we have to say a very big thanks to the President, Alhaji Dr. The next thing, we have a very dynamic, I don't like praising people, but it's very important people to know. We have a very dynamic young minister, which makes us to move. To tell you the truth, we are 24 hours working. And bringing up this signing ceremony today will let the people to know what was happening, when it happens, where it happens. Without the intervention of the Grts, people will never know. The Minister of Youth and Sports was all the time doing. I will just pick some scenarios. Through this development fund, the Minister of Youth and Sports, the World Cup matches that the GFF was been doing, we are watching it live, is through this development fund, through the Minister of Youth and Sports. You have the cricket association, was partly sponsored from this fund. The volleyball team in Kevat was partly sponsored from this fund. We have a 4-nation tournament here, wrestling tournament, was being sponsored by from the development fund. We have the basketball, athletics, name them. But how will people, how the community or the entire population will know that the Minister of Youth and Sport was doing this? These are the things that, it's a welcoming idea. From here, they will start knowing whether we are doing it or not. Thanks to this development fund, it has been there since 2007. But such an initiative, I was in this ministry for almost 23 years now. It has never been happening. So we have to make a very loud move to the Minister of Youth and Sports. I think that's justified.
All right.
He said, no, I'm not going to stop there because this development fund is proposed for development of sports. Let me go entirely to the regions to give them each $500,000 each to work on their sporting facilities. Fund, I think MS doesn't want me to move, but I think you need to allow me to move so that people can know. Okay, then I have to say a very big thanks to Modu S. You were praising Linger. It's good to be praised, but you too has to be commended. But Modu S was a very good partner. Single-handedly, wherever we go, he will try to move. He is among the people who even portrayed the image of the Minister of Youth and Sports. I traveled with Lingel. We discussed this in Senegal. I told Lingel that, as far as this thing is concerned, let's just to Banjul, together with Abdullah Bojang Sports Council, we will definitely have a positive direction, and that's what happened. Because we have a minister that we call Fat Fat. So this was even taking 2 months. So the other issue is the associations has to come up and help us positively and let them see that this is about development. Let them come with their programs, and now we'll be seen everywhere as far as sports is concerned. So thank you very much on that note.
Next on the line is Mr. Silon. Mr. Silon, is all yours. The floor is yours.
Auzubillahi minash shaitani rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah rabbil alamin. Alhamdulillah rabbil alamin. Alhamdulillah rabbil alamin. Barke Serigne Bamba. First and foremost, we want to thank His Excellency, the President, Sheikh Professor Alhaji Dr. Yahya AJJ Jammeh. If not for him, the sport of wrestling would have died in this country. But he stood fast and said, wrestling, we did not borrow it from anywhere, it's traditional, and it has to go alive. He took it upon himself. We all witnessed he organized wrestling at Kaninlai, and all the length and breadth of this country go and participate in wrestling. Ever since we were elected in office for wrestling, we knew the emotions tax we were facing, because wrestling, as compared to other sporting events, we have different type of wrestling. The traditional, the Greco-Roman, the freestyle wrestling. Although our priority is the traditional. And you have the boxing wrestling, which is also taking place in the Gambia and the sub-region and in the world at large. What the Wolof say, Ngache Galama. Everybody has seen, since the leadership, Matar Jaju took, Alhaji Matar Jaju took the leadership of the wrestling, we have seen the effort and his executive committee, including the wrestlers and stockholders, how far we have gone on wrestling. We want to thank the Honorable Minister, Aliou K. Jammeh, and the National Sport Council, and all the executive for the effort they have been doing for all the sport, including wrestling. Thank you, Honorable Minister. We thank God. If I may just speak just 5 minutes, Ngache Ngalama, Jërëjëf Jëf, Yen Mburi, ak stakeholders and executive members of the Wrestling Association for the effort that has been shown and demonstrated and is witnessed by everybody. Thank you very much. Jërëjëf Jëf.
Thank you so much. Yeah, that was a very good speech by Mr. Silon. I now pass on the mic to Mr. Johnny Gomez. But before, Mr. Gomez, before you say something, before we come on air, I was discussing with the Honorable Minister. He was saying that sports tonight is football bias. You know, I told him that anyway, partly because we have a lot of these associations that are not, that are very dormant. But I cited cricket as an example, that cricket is almost on a weekly basis on TV. You understand? He said, okay, that's good news. So, you know, it's a challenge. We have the responsibility to go out there and hold some of these associations to task. But the initiative has to also come from the associations. Because this is sports. Once you started doing, you get the attention. Football gets the attention because, you know, they are doing. You know, cricket over the past year, 2 years, has got the attention because cricket is doing. They are doing training, they are organizing championships. They are, how to call it, donating materials to the grassroots level.